Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Kefo, and today we are flying from Entebbe International Airport to Kigali International Airport on this SSG-Embraer 195 with the X-Plane 11 simulator. The aircraft is ready. We are now at the holding position runway 17 in Entebbe, and we can now proceed and complete the before takeoff checklist. Ready to go. Approach is clear. Runway is clear. Takeoff thrust checked.
$80 knots.
Checked. Flock of birds. Reject. Disengage auto throttle. Select reverses. Monitor auto brake. RTO. Clear the warning. 60 knots. Store the reverses. Still have the engine fire. Come to a complete stop. Set the parking brake. Alert cabin crew to be ready for an evacuation. Still have the engine fire, so engine fire memory items. Thrust lever number 2 idle. Engine number 2 starts up selector. Stop. Engine fire handle number 2, I confirm and pull. Still have the fire, so I'll go ahead and rotate. Clear message. Okay, the fire has been put out. And we can now tell the cabin crew to cancel alert. We inform ATC of the situation, and in this case we can just taxi back to our parking bay. We cannot proceed to fly with a single engine in such a situation. As you can see, the engine is stopped. The engineers have worked on the aircraft. They have checked engine number 2 for the bird strike and the subsequent fire. All checks have been completed, all the servicing is done, and we are now ready to depart from Entebbe to Kigali again. Takeoff thrusts checked.
80 knots.
80 knots checked.
V1, V2.
Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. $400 I'll select nav. I'll have engaged. Select to pilot. To pilot engaged. Transition, set standard. Landing gear up, flaps up. To our left is Lake Victoria on the Ugandan side with so many islands. Flight level 200 climbing. $130, $159, $190. According to my setup, from the plate 11-2, 9th of April 2021, effective 22nd of April, ILS Yankee runway 28, my localizer frequency is 109.9. .9 is on standby on both radios. Final approach course is 279. Preview 279. Transition is flight level 110 south at 1000 feet. So final approach fix 7400. DA minimums is 5078. Set 5080. At this point we request descent and get our descent, so set a low altitude. Descent checklist, setup complete. Auto brake low. Set fuel checked for alternate, and briefing complete. Path, speed on thrust. Kilo November Mike identified. 9,000 feet, set QNH 1019. Speed 150. Glide slope captured. Missed approach 8000 feet set. Landing gear down. Slat flap 5 set. Altimeters QNH 1019 set. The following checklist complete. 1000 feet. Approach stable. Disengaging autopilot.
Minimums.
Continuing.
Yeah.
Full reverser.
$80 knots.
Auto brake.
Manual braking. Reverser stored. Take the first right into Kigali. So we can now review the exercise for the day. We had a bird strike in Entebbe. So we rejected the takeoff by disengaging the auto throttle, selecting full reversers, and monitoring the auto brake RTO or apply manual braking. In this case, we just monitored the auto brake RTO. Once the aircraft came to a stop, set the parking brake and alerted cabin crew to be ready for evacuation. Thereafter, since we noted that the engine fire had persisted, we went ahead to complete the engine fire memory items. Since the engine fire was still persistent, the engine fire handle was rotated, and that completed the memory items for the engine fire. Thank you, and see you in the next video.